Welcome back to the Off Air Hustle. It's your favorite cousin, Deona Hustle, co-host, MC, DJ, whatever it is, anything behind a mic or a DJ booth, you probably gonna find me behind here. And then also co-host of Hustle and Shine in the Morning on Kansas City's #1 for hip hop and R&B, Hot 103 Gems. I know you just heard somebody on the mic, so I have some guests. But before I introduce my guests and y'all say hi, so don't be shy back there. Big love to NSPN for always handling business. And then big love to Zoo Studios for letting us host and be on location. So my guests, please shout yourself out.
Oh man, Brian Red, aka Breezy, shy. Looking at, yeah, Shay's good friend.
Yeah, this brother. Is my brother. This is my brother. Yeah,
go way back, UMKC.
Yeah, so. Big real, big real. And then off camera we have. Want to pass the mic?
It's Dana. Hi.
Last week you were so shy. Everybody was like, "Right, Dana being stiff."
Still sounds shy.
Right, still trying to talk some hi. This isn't how she be when we be outside. See, you got your own mic. Just for you. Just for me. Word to Safari. Okay, so this week we have a couple we're gonna talk hip hop culture. We're gonna talk about sports, especially since I got Brian on here. Like we gonna talk about sports betting because it's been a big topic. Especially athletes throwing the game. That's the part of sports betting we're gonna dive into. And then LeBron James got into it with Stephen A. Smith, and that has been going crazy right now. We're going to all give our 2 cents. Adam and Eve. I'm going to just say Adam and Eve because you're not going to expect it, but I got a new perspective that we never thought about. And it upset my co-host, Brian B. Shiny. He was like, "You're not getting it." I'm like, "You're not getting it." So
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too, and then industry plants, that conversation, and just fake label beef and drama and stuff. So we're gonna talk a little bit hip hop culture, but I feel like you can't talk about the culture of music and meaning like hip hop and R&B without mentioning sports, because like especially in the Black community, like those things go hand in hand. Yeah. Like if you hooping, fashion, music, they all go
every
together.
Athlete want to be a rapper. Every rapper want to be an athlete.
Literally, like Master P was the only one that successfully did it.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't even remember how long he played. Maybe did he have like a 10-day contract or something like that? But he played though.
He might have been on there for the year.
That's cold. Shout out to Master P.
Hey, just in the league general, that's tough.
All right, so we're gonna do something different and do the icebreaker, but we're gonna do it for me. I've never done it before. So, Brian, if you would do the honors, read off the questions.
Of course.
Yeah.
So for the hip hop edition, we got rap battles or ciphers. Which one you rocking with?
You know, I've heard good ciphers, but the rap battles, I like watching rap battles because they just, especially like URL or Queen of the Ring in New York, they just are crazy. Like that's when I learned people talk crazy, and they don't tussle. I'm like, you gonna let her say that? You gonna let him say that? But I think they got like they signed a contract.
Yeah.
So I'll say rap battles.
I don't know about that one.
You tripping?
We'll see. Got mixtapes or studio albums? Which one?
Mixtapes are always better to me. I feel like when artists do mixtapes, it's lower expectations for them. Like they feel like it's more genuine. Studio album, I feel like you're trying to be your best self, and sometimes you didn't did too much.
Yeah, missed that Piff era.
Yeah, like on me, like Spinrilla.
All right, got jewelries or sneakers?
I like jewelry. Sneakers is important, but you can get you something cool, something basic. Get you some, all white pair of Forces. Keep it simple, but then you add that jewelry on it, and that makes it shine. Sneakerhead vibes. I ain't gotta do all of that. I know you gonna say otherwise.
Yeah, most definitely. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like some OG jewelry.
I'd rather have jewelry though. You don't want to have jewelry?
I mean, ain't nothing with a nice watch, a chain, like. Yeah, a little pendant, little VVS.
Yeah, but ain't nothing VVS, like you talking some little. You gonna?
But ain't nothing like some 5s, some 11s.
Nah, I'm cold.
Or even some New Balance. New Balance are go crazy
is hard,
right now.
But they hard to get right now because everybody and their mama want them.
Yeah. So it's multiple ways you can do some sneakers.
I guess.
Yeah. Let's see, 106 and Park or Rap City.
So born in '96. I feel like we grew up more so on 106 and Park.
Yep.
Rap City was, of course, a thing, and like I still watch some of the videos now, and I'm like, oh, that was that's cool.
Tigger.
Yeah. But we grew up more so on the 106 and Park, like Free, AJ and Free, and was it Bow Wow and
I forgot who was with
Roxy, then Terrence J.
No, it was Terrence J and Roxy, and I forgot who was with Bow Wow.
Yeah, like I forgot too. But all of those are like, that's a classic. I wish they'd bring it back. I heard they gonna bring it back.
Yeah, Terrence and Roxy is my host.
That's the one that was around the most. Like, yeah, but I would rather bring AJ and Free back.
I already know what your answer gonna be. Young Money or Rock Nation.
I mean, that you right.
I mean,
there's only one answer. Shout out to Rock Nation. It's nothing but love. But we grew up on YMCMB, Young Money. I remember being in middle school. We grew up on that. I remember being in middle school when Nicki and Drake dropped like Moment for Life. And everybody was like, oh my God, they should date. They should date. Like, you know, they was just doing stuff. Yeah. But as kids in middle school, like, we like, yes, this is so cute. I love this. Like, we was watching Drake on Degrassi.
What he saying, Miss Me? I love Nicki Minaj. Yeah. After that.
Yeah.
We was like, yeah, they need to go ahead. But
yeah. Was that Miss Me?
No, that was on Miss Me.
Okay, yeah. That was so cute. It was so innocent, but we were kids too, so it was fun. And I feel like no other label or group has had a big, what's the word, like influence. It's a difference between being an artist and having influence.
Yeah, being a cultural icon.
A cultural icon. Like Lil Wayne had little black boys and girls with skateboards. Yeah. Thinking they Tony Hawk. Then you got Nicki. We all had Chinese bangs. If I could find a picture of me with Chinese bangs, I will post it.
We did not all have Chinese bangs.
You didn't do Chinese bangs?
No. I did have a Barbie chain.
I
had a Barbie chain, though.
You had a Barbie. That's what I'm saying. So if you didn't have a Barbie chain, you had the Chinese bangs. And then some of us that might have had both. You see, that was some bars in there. Real barbs, no. But YMCMB all day long.
Even then, even if it's not Drake, Nicki, you still got Tiger, who's pretty big in his own right.
Tiger, but Tiger really got some hits. Yeah. And wasn't he responsible for that one girl? She had like one hit, but they was so cute. She was around for a minute. Honey Cocaine. You remember that? Yeah. Remember her?
Oh yeah.
It's like the snapback era.
Yeah. But that whole crew even put other people on, because Drake steady putting people on.
Yes.
Nicki Minaj couldn't put Sharif on, but we ain't gonna talk about that one.
Some things happen. Yeah.
What Charlamagne say? Nah, that ain't it.
Nah, that ain't it. Is it another one on there?
Yeah. Let me see. Who is on Rock Nation? What would that be considered?
So I think
Jay-Z, J. Cole.
So Rihanna. I was considering Jay-Z, like their big three. Jay-Z, Kanye, and Rihanna.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what because that is a big three. Like that's heavy. Yeah. You know, but I'm still gonna go with Young Money.
What's something you wish artists would bring back and incorporate in their style of delivery?
Okay, so this might sound weird. Bear with me. Maybe they shouldn't bring this back, but I like this element of when Drake used to do this in his own modern way. When Drake first started off, he was doing this all the time. Like he had his hand if you go back and look, Drake used to always have his I love Nicki Minaj, I tell her da da da. Like he used to do that all the time. BET Awards, MTV Awards, whatever it was on stage, his hand used to be like this. That was a thing. So the old school version, like 90s, I feel like was rappers being like the hand motion, like we gotta feel it. Rappers now just be like mumble rapping, just just
holding the mic,
looking at you like this because they trying to look cool. Like, okay, bro, but they ain't got not much motion in it these days. And I just feel like back in the day, like the 90s, like Missy Elliott. I mean, Missy Elliott.
She was doing a whole dance.
She do a whole dance routine, but like MC Light is who I think about. Like, she doing a little. Like they need to get back into being a little bit more. You don't seem passionate. You don't seem like you want to be here.
A lot of them don't.
A lot of them don't. They just
there for a
paying
check.
rent. Yeah, like Jello. Even Jello Ball. Like I don't expect you to dance or nothing, but this is a little boring.
Throw some effort in that.
Yeah, do a little pop lock and drop it. Well, at least you got the one dude that's dancing. The one dude that dropped down and got his eagle on. Like I don't remember if it went viral like a while ago.
I didn't see that one.
It was old. It's old.
That man
don't
on
send me that.
Yeah, he's still out there, still popping that little leg.
He be up down downtown. Like okay, put a little something in it.
You know what I miss?
What?
Remixes. People don't do remixes.
People do remixes. They're just terrible.
No, they do remixes and they just get like a hot TikTok artist. One TikTok artist and they put it on there. Like a remix I had Ice Spice or something on there. Remix I had Tommy Richmond or something on there.
Right.
You ain't got no heavy hitters on like a remix I have
Like, you mean what do you when you say remix? Do you want people to bring back remixes that's like 5-6 people, or just like maybe one?
Not even that.
Because that was something they did too.
Just some heavy hitters. Let's say like a Boss Man D-Lo song, a Big Ace of Plug song. Maybe you probably can't get Drake on there, but put Drake on there. Put somebody else that probably rock with them. Obviously, you probably got to get people that rock with each other.
Can you get Kendrick on there?
You could probably get Kendrick on there. You could get Baby Keem on there. You could get somebody
on a Boss Man D-Lo. I wouldn't want to hear that.
He'll kill that.
I don't want to hear that.
But I'm just saying, like Boss Man D-Lo was
no
like
disrespect.
Boss Man D-Lo was like an example. But
yeah,
I know.
Saying, I'm curious now. I just wanted to.
People don't do remixes like they used to.
I guess I've heard a couple bad remixes, and the one that I think of is Chloe Bailey and and Holly Bailey, and they had some song, and then they put City Girls on it.
Oh,
then they put Lotto on it. And somebody else. It flopped terribly because it was a terrible remix. I don't know who the hell put that together, but it was awful. And I like all of them as artists, but I don't know what the hell happened there. Like, it was just all over the place. I don't know. And then everybody was like, why did you pick these people? So I think people don't pick the right people for remixes. Yeah. That's what I like.
Why the right songs?
Why'd you do that? That just pissed us off. Now we don't like the original song because you just added somebody. Like, if Boss Man D-Lo did add certain people, it's a certain group of rappers that I feel like don't match. Him getting Glorilla to me makes sense. Yeah. Like, he got Glorilla on a couple songs. Even Lil Tyler. Him and Lil Tyler did a song together. And I was like, okay, it's cute. But like,
even then though, you look back at remixes probably like 10, 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. It was people that you didn't think was gonna make a record that was hopping on remixes. So
that's true.
Like, it'd be like a random Chris Brown feature on a remix, and he up here rapping. So it's like,
I like when Chris Brown raps.
Oh yeah,
I like because I feel like he do that effortlessly. And
he's a Superman. I be trying to tell people all the time.
That's a super Negro right
there. Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I was like, I ain't go.
You can say whatever.
Oh yeah,
it's BET.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
He's a super nigga for real. like that man can do anything. He's one of them that just in the black community just do anything.
Yeah, he can hoop. Because I remember him and Quavo was getting into it at the press conference of the little week basketball game that they played for like the BET Awards, and he was calling Quavo out. He was like, "Quavo, where you at?" Yeah, I busted Quavo. Like, he was like, "Whoa."
Who you think is the best rapper athlete?
Rapper athlete.
Yeah, like,
okay, like give me some options.
Like Chris Brown, Quavo.
I ain't never really seen
Dave
Quavo go
East,
crazy like that. Like,
what was the third one?
You know who
it was
I'm
like
saying?
Dave East, J. Cole.
What about just entertainer /
Okay,
Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
Adam Sandler be giving them
He be ready.
buckets.
He be ready. He can pull up in some basketball shorts. He's ready.
Dude be ready. Time. Have you never seen a clip of Adam Sandler?
Never.
Bro, he just be casual. Didn't he just pull up at the Grammys dressed with like Oscars basketball shorts and a hoodie? Looked like he just left the pickup game.
He's left one in. He's going to one right after. So.
Like, dude, it's cool. We need to get him in Kansas City. Like, just pull up.
I feel like Adam Sandler is that type that pull up.
No, he definitely get pull up in. There's no security, but like but who would be trying to hurt Adam Sandler? Like, whoever, like, you beef people.
If
don't
you try to hurt Adam Sandler, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, because like you must be messed up in the head. Because like he should be able to pull up wherever. Like, he get that type of energy. He just gives a nice guy. He comes to Kansas City every 2 years.
Oh yeah, we hitting him up.
Well,
we hitting him up. We getting the gang going.
Yeah, I'm finna figure out who his management is.
He's top 10 white people you don't talk shit to.
Yeah, I was gonna say he good people. He's good in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing about no cookout because I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, they're invited to the cookout." No, they're not.
He might be though.
No, you're not.
He might be. Him, Jeff Hardy.
I mean,
some other people.
Jeff Hardy is crazy.
Jeff Hardy is crazy.
No, that's true though.
Jeff Hardy's cool.
That's true.
Yeah, but you to just jump into Jeff Hardy, like,
stop giving out invites.
I didn't. Right, stop doing invites because the invites then got us in a bad situation. Just inviting the wrong people. Now the whole cookout is shut down. Just stop inviting people to the cookout just because they do something that we've been doing for decades and centuries. She pop locked and drop it correctly. Oh, she's invited to the cookout. Stop it. Really, you need to stop it. But yeah, Adam Sandler, I would get bucks with him. Chris Brown, though, he cold.
Yeah. I've seen him.
Super Negro.
Yeah. Seen him cross somebody so bad. Just
bad.
Walked off the court.
That's all you can do. I like that. All right, so since we talking sports, might as well continue. Sports betting has been a thing. And we talk about sports betting. You and Tammy be on the parlays a lot. And I forget to drive to Kansas. That's where I'm at. I forget to go over there to put it in. And then the game's on and I'll be like, damn.
Yeah.
Then I see who I would have bet on ain't doing good. So you know what? I'm like, this was a sign.
Yeah.
But it's been a thing lately for certain basketball players to be under investigation because the league thinks that they're throwing the game because they're sports betting. Terry Rozier is one of those. Now, they did not find him to be under any violation because I did read the article and it said it was back in like, I think January of this year. He was under investigation. They was like, okay, they haven't seen anything. Like, so he has not been guilty of anything. But it's a video going around on Twitter of Terry. Bruh dropped like the
turnovers
was
that
crazy.
He gave him right to
like he just like, bro, how you drop that? He just gave the ball to the other team. So people are like, oh, buddy gotta have some money on this game. And before we talk about it, I just wanna say this. If you know somebody in the league, if you're listening and you're in the league, and you want to put a sports bet down, you of course can't do that legally because that's a problem. Now, there might be a situation where, you know, say there's somebody that has their own podcast called the Off Air Hustle that's like, look, very discreet, and it's like, you know what, give me 10%, we'll give that person 10% hypothetically, and it will never trace back to you. Then maybe you should do that. But if it's your uncle, you probably shouldn't tell your gambling uncle who's been in problems because of debt to put a bet on something that you're now throwing the game for. You should call the young lady who's very educated and discreet who runs the Off Air Hustle instead. Carry on.
I agree with that statement. And when you find her, make sure you find me so I know.
Find me is crazy.
So that Terry Rozier, I told you the other day.
What?
Even if he didn't do anything, is his camera on? Like he said,
you sound like R. Kelly. Didn't R. Kelly? Is this camera on me?
So you got 450 basketball players, give or take, in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Just remove them. Now, just think about in the world, you got all these people that just do like a random bet, be like, "Hey, I bet you I could drink this drink." That's a lot of people, you know, that just do some random bets.
Right.
Then you think about all the people that sports bet. Well, that's a lot of people. You think about all the people that you see in the casino every day.
They be packed.
Every day. Now, all those people out of those three categories that be betting, you think 400 of those 50 players ain't like one of those people? Come on now.
I mean,
somebody in the league got some gambling addictions.
Yeah, for sure.
Michael Porter brother, Jonte Porter, got caught. Like,
oh, he's the one that got banned?
Yeah. He was playing with the Raptors. And
he that
whole family like got money. They from Colombia. Like they got some money.
Probably had some debts he's trying to pay.
But even then though, like I know these people's out here throwing the game.
Absolutely.
It's only a matter of time before I catch them. League ain't got to catch them. I'm going to catch them.
Gonna run into somebody at the airport. Hey, bro, tell me what's going on this next game. You going to Miami, right?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna snitch on them. I'm gonna get these boys up out of there. They'd cost me too much money.
Now they not gonna call me no more because you the ops.
They'd cost me too much money. I could have been up right now.
Nah, I don't associate with this man here.
I'm taking them down.
I ain't saying nothing. I won't tell nobody.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Like the sports betting is crazy, but you can't. I can't. That's kind of
one thing about it though. Has taken over like all leagues, even probably not to.
So I'm assuming it's illegal in all leagues. Is it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Even if like the what's his name, Jameis Williams, he played for the Detroit Lions. He was betting on some college games.
You can't do that.
Nah, you
so
can't.
He can't. So if you in the league, you can't bet at all.
But I don't know about MLB and NHL, obviously, but
I wouldn't be betting on that.
NBA and NFL. If you have an account, they gonna look at you. So even they sometimes even check like your parents' account.
Yeah, your people.
Yeah, like your closest relatives' account.
See,
like,
it's not that serious.
No, it is. It is.
I guess.
Terry Rozier, for example. The rumor is, I ain't gonna say these facts. The rumor allegedly is his dad just got out of jail and he has a gambling problem. Why would you go and make a FanDuel DraftKings account
and
your son? And even if Terry Rozier ain't got nothing to do with that, if you go and make a FanDuel DraftKings account when you get out of jail and your son is an NBA player, why would you do that?
Yeah, it's a bad look.
Yeah. NFL is the same way. I feel like they out there gambling. Not to a certain extent as NBA, because NFL, you playing one side of the ball, you can't determine.
Yeah, the NFL is a little bit harder if you trying to do an in-house bet. Like
NBA,
you might be screwed.
Is way easier. You can let somebody go past you. You can turn the ball over. That's 4 points right there for the other team.
Just to stay in a pot of 6.5. Like that makes more sense. Yeah. I mean, it's not cool, but call the right cousin. Speaking about sports, LeBron James has been in the headlines because he has this quick little viral moment where he's confronting Stephen A. Smith, and he's also confronting him in the middle of the game. I think it's like fourth quarter. It's a timeout. He saw Stephen A. He got up, he went right over to Buddy. I mean, that's on site. Shout out to LeBron for standing on business. But it's been raising a question: are you a little sensitive? Because I don't think Stephen A. really said anything crazy or bad about Bronny James. But you recall Jaylen Brown had made his comment. He didn't even make his comment. I think they read his lip. They read his lips when he was courtside. Like, come on, bro. He not trying to be public, but they read that man's lips, and he said something about Bronny should probably go to the G League. He wasn't being rude or nothing, but that's what everybody else in the league is saying.
Telling the truth, man.
That's what I'm saying. He's telling the truth. It's not trying to be malicious. Now, if they're trying to be malicious and be like, you suck and all these other things, then I can understand you trying to be daddy of the year. But they not. So is it a line between you just gotta let your son play and deal with the league, or is it daddy gonna take care of everything as long as he can?
That man is SAWFT, soft.
Okay, don't say it too hard. Don't do it too hard. Don't do it too hard. Don't be shaking your head.
Middle of the game. Like
middle of the game is crazy.
We talked about it earlier. He could have hit him up. They said Rich Paul, Maverick Carter got his phone number. That's what Stephen A. said. They both of them got his number.
They have his information.
And they could have hit him up.
Yeah.
Even if they tried to hit him up, he didn't answer no phone calls. LeBron could have hit him up on Instagram and be like, "Hey, we need to talk about this."
Yeah, call me.
Like,
something. I wouldn't even want to talk to Stephen A. because he just seems like he's looking for any opportunity to go viral.
Oh yeah.
He gives that. Like,
but most definitely. But he didn't say anything bad about Bronny. Like he didn't say, "Oh, he sucked. He'd never be a star." He didn't say nothing like that. He said, just tell the truth to your son, like as a father. And that's probably why LeBron mind got warped, because thought he was coming for his fathering skills. But it wasn't that. It was just like, be honest with your son. Like, both of y'all in the league, so y'all both father and son, but y'all both NBA players. Like, just tell the truth. Yeah. Like, he might not be ready for this, and it's your fault because you said he was better than half the players in the league. So, I didn't know which is crazy.
But a lot of people just talk and they be like, I'm this and I'm that. Like, is that, everybody do a little trash talking.
I mean, that's the confidence though. But he was speaking to it as a father. Like, I know he was.
Yeah, not as no real NBA player.
As a basketball, what Stephen A. said, a basketball savant. Like, LeBron knows who's good and who's not. He be a GM, so he's trading people off. He knows who's good and who's not.
He can see the lay of the land for sure.
You know that, but his father, which is by all means, like
protect your kid.
Yeah. Because I be seeing, like, I used to go to my little brother's little basketball games. It'd be some kids on the team that probably shouldn't be playing basketball, but the parents in the crowd just cheering their kid on, because that's what you do as a parent. That's what you do, yeah. But LeBron,
but this ain't the same
you're not just a parent, bro.
Yeah, this ain't the same.
You're the face of the league.
Yeah.
So.
You have any thoughts?
He's soft.
I didn't know this happened, but I do agree that is soft.
Very informative, eh?
You got to take the fathering out of it at that level.
Yeah. Where's the J?
It's colleague.
Yeah, he is a colleague now. Yeah, you do got to do that.
Yeah, both under a contract, same team. Like,
literally, you're going to the same house, but y'all under the same contract. Now, have y'all seen this video that's been going crazy? It's this girl. She's a track runner. You look like you did track. Did you do track?
I did.
What would you run? Please tell the folks. What'd you do?
Oh, the 4x1. I did through javelin. I jumped for a little bit.
Doing all stuff. Oh, you was at the track meet
all
day.
Sprints. I don't do long.
Okay, wait, but you said the
4x1.
And then what else?
Javelin and long jump, triple jump.
You got a little strength to you, eh?
Not really.
Didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Long jump, triple jump. I never did the jump stuff. That looked fun.
It was hard.
It seems hard though.
Yeah.
All I did was shot put in the 100 meter.
With the pole? Yeah.
I did the 100 meter in 6th grade. Never went back. I was like, damn, this long. I was like, bro, we not done.
Out of breath.
I'm halfway through it. I'm like, bro, this is like, I'm like, nah, this gotta be like a mile. When you running like that, you not used to it. Because I play basketball. We used to timeouts. So it ain't no timeout.
Question before you get into what we about to talk about.
Yeah.
In high school, did you have to run like a mile, like for gym class?
Yeah, and you get graded on it?
Yeah. Did you walk or run?
I did both.
Okay.
Hey, baby, you run a mile?
Huh?
Yeah,
like around the track.
Like
yeah.
you have
You
to
got
do like
4. I think
like
it's 4 laps around the track.
Yeah, it's 4 laps.
I don't
You have
think
to
we
do
did
like
that at my school.
I don't know what it's called, but basically you doing like a physical. So we had to do pull-ups.
Yeah, we did that sit up. We did sit ups and like
They make you
something
do all
else,
that
but
stuff. We did
I don't think we
bowling
ran
too.
a mile.
Bowling was one of the things we did.
bowling.
Yeah, it was
Damn.
fun.
Where do you bowl at in a high school? Did y'all have a
No,
bowling?
we just went to like North Oaks. I think North
She went
Oaks.
to a private school. They
Yeah,
had money.
yeah,
to
That
drive down
sounds
the
like
street.
private school. Okay.
I mean, it's up the street.
Bowling. Okay.
So, I mean, we weren't going to a prestigious place. You know, shout out to Luther North though.
Right.
But yeah, so back to the conversation at hand. This track star, I think it's high school. She's running in the race. She has a baton in her hand. There's a girl in the next lane. She hits the girl.
Hold on.
She cracked that girl in the back of the head.
We ain't finna talk and say she's a track star.
Well, did I say track star?
Yeah.
Okay.
Track
runner.
thug.
My bad.
Track thug.
So there was a track runner. I think it's high school. She's running, and there's a girl in the next lane, and she boom hits her upside the head with the metal baton. Now that baton ain't soft. It's not a Nerf ball. Like it's metal, right? So I know it wouldn't. I know it. Dinged or whatever. She definitely knocked the Mario coins out of that lady. But with that, she's on camera. You think the girl is apologizing or something, right? Oh. She's on camera crying. She's like, "I'm just a human being." Like, what do you mean? What does that mean? That sounds like that was a terrible excuse. Like, I'm just a human being by myself. What the hell does that mean in correlation to you hitting this girl upside the head?
That's what humans do when they know they're about to lose.
No, it's just like you
got to fight back with whatever you got.
But yeah, so she got charged. She's getting charged with like some type of level of assault.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know the charges.
Yeah, no, she's getting charged.
Well, I mean, that is assault.
Because the girl had a concussion and she might have something like fractured something.
Yeah. Like I seen all of that, but I ain't see to a point where they got got a hold of the girl. Mm-hmm. Dang.
Yeah. I was trying to look and see if I could find it. Like she's crying and everything. Like I'll play it.
Yeah, because
she gonna thread it in.
Bro, she winded up and everything, and then gonna try to say that
she was like, "How do?" Because that's not a regular running motion. I don't run often, but I know that's not.
Yeah, you not bringing it all the way up here and then swinging
boom,
it. Yeah,
over there extending. Like no, you hit that girl.
With these situations that be happening in public, the places that either host the incident or anything, they got to be upfront with it. Because when they first came out with the company or whatnot that hosted the track event, like they was like, "Oh, well, we don't know what happened. It could have been a track move." Like, watch the video one time. Just watch the video one time.
Yeah,
you gonna know that girl was in the wrong. Yeah. Like, just go ahead and say it, bro. Like, be honest.
Online that never been physical in their life that are like, that girl hit that girl intentionally. You don't have to do track to know that.
Yeah, the way she wound it up, she was getting beat.
It's the fact that she's crying on camera. Why are you crying? The girl should be crying. She has a concussion now, and she of course got disqualified. So
yeah, she wasn't even. I mean, the news report I seen with it was like the girl that got hit and her mom. She wasn't even crying. She was. Yeah, I saw her. She was fine.
She was just like she wanted. They said they wanted an apology or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Did she apologize?
She a human. That's the apology right there. That's the apology right there.
I don't know, but on the video, it never was said that she did. Because that's why they went back to the girl. They was like, all she asked for was an apology.
That's people's favorite apology.
What?
I'm human. Everybody's human.
Like that's so offensive. Like, please don't say that to me.
Don't say that to you.
Her exact claim was she said, "You guys are just thinking about her physically, but what about my mentally?"
What, that you was getting beat in the race?
Oh, she did say something like that.
That just made me mad.
Mentality.
Okay, so this next topic, I gotta make sure I get this right because I gotta read it from the context. So I mean the good book, so that we can get it right correctly. Hold on. Shout out to ChatGPT. ChatGPT be doing wonders. If I don't really feel like looking up stuff, I be like, hey,
You believe all the stuff?
I'm not. It's not believing that they'll cite it and I can send. It just directs me to where I gotta go. Okay. Yeah, it's not like they'll just give me a definitive answer and I'm just like, oh, that's what ChatGPT said. Like, nah, it's like,
Yeah, as long as they cite that mug, I believe it.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. Not to. Okay, so this conversation, I started because I saw this video going viral of this girl explaining how we should probably look at Adam and Eve's story and just Genesis in the Bible a little bit differently. And when she said some of the stuff, I do need to read up because it's been a while. But when she said it, I was like, you know what? You're right. And the whole time I was sitting here just blaming Eve in my mind. I was like, it's just Eve's fault. When really, it's kind of Adam's fault too.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll be here for a while, so get comfortable. But this is the thing. I had in my head, I had just always thought that God had commanded them not to eat the fruit. Them as an entity, meaning Adam and Eve, right? He told Adam. This was before Eve was even around. She was still a rib at this point. Like, for real, she was still a rib. So I had Googled it and I had looked it up. And the two key things is I thought that God told both of them, which isn't true. Then the other thing that I was like, oh, wow, I didn't really know this, is I thought that, hold on, what is it? Let me not lose it. It said the Bible does not explicitly say that God told Eve directly not to eat the fruit. But the other point was I assumed Adam was like 5 miles away. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking
you thought he was at the store.
Yeah, I thought he was at the store. Like, I thought he was up the street talking to the cows. I don't know. I thought he was, you know what I'm saying, tending to the lay of the land or something. No. In the Bible, it says, let me see if I can find it. Okay, I might not be able to find that part specifically, but it says that Eve took the fruit after she talked to the serpent, ate the fruit or whatever, then handed Adam the fruit who was with her. He was with her. So I have a question, like it's just a posed question. If God instructed Adam as the husband, and you also are supposed to be like kind of you're supposed to lead, which is a big conversation this day and age of men leading their wives. Why in the world did you let your wife talk to the serpent, one, grab the fruit, two, then you take the fruit and you eat the fruit after God literally commanded you directly not to eat the fruit? And it wasn't like you went to the store and she just handed you some random fruit and she was like, yeah, I got this from the store. You knew she didn't get this from the store. She got it from that bad tree. Because he was with her. So instead of it just being Eve's fault, I believe it can kind of lean more on Adam, because if you were being the man of the man of the house, but more so the man of the land, you would not have allowed your wife to be deceived in that manner. And then when God asked him, he was like, oh, the woman that you gave me the fruit. Are you snitching on her? Take some accountability. I don't know, but I saw that
this
and it made me start
thread sound like y'all not taking accountability.
I'm taking account. Like, Eve ate the fruit, yes, but I'm just saying, if God spoke to you directly,
let's just say hypothetically, I was over here and the tree was over there. She was over there with the tree. I ain't gonna run over there and hurry up and stop her from eating the apple. They probably work together.
Why not? But y'all know it's a tree. It's not like the tree is blended in with the right tree.
Right. And if God told you don't touch that tree and you see her by the tree.
She got persuaded by the snake. Like, what are we talking about?
That's another thing. Like, they do say that in the Bible. Let's put a pin in that. They say that in the Bible, which I'm like, you know what? Maybe this was worked out perfectly because
I guarantee you that when she first got made from the rib, that she didn't go and eat from the tree right then and there. So she was obviously like being led not to eat that tree. So yeah,
that's hypothetical. We're
making a lot of assumptions.
God told Adam not to eat the fruit.
Right.
Adam and Eve are together. So he didn't need to tell Eve.
She wasn't there yet.
He didn't need to tell her because he's like, Adam, that's a part of you. You handle that. Like, come on now.
No, bro. That's not. She wasn't a human being. Like she wasn't an entity yet.
After all these years,
ribs. It's not the.
Once she's created, they're reminded.
They're reminded.
Yeah.
As God reminds her, because biblically it says that after the fall, like after the fruit was ate, then it was like y'all wasn't supposed to eat that. Y'all knew y'all wasn't supposed to eat that fruit.
They ain't catch her by surprise. She knew that.
But Adam delegated that to her correctly because I looked it up and they said that it was based on the scripture that God had never directly told Eve that. He told Eve and Adam to be fruitful and multiply. Go with the wind. That's what he told him.
I'm gonna tell you right now how she knew not to eat from that tree because the snake wouldn't even had needed to prevent her. Snake wouldn't even had to need to persuade her. He wouldn't have been needed. She would have just ate from the fruit if she didn't know. So she knew.
I'm not saying she didn't know.
I
said that God himself did not direct her. And if God directed you to oversee me and your wife,
Adam led.
Shouldn't you do that?
Why you ain't listening to the man that's
led
leading?
her straight to the tree?
He didn't say nothing. He was with
her.
Did.
Okay.
He did. He been told her that why she didn't eat from the tree.
He was with her. Why he ain't say nothing? Hey, yo, shorty.
Why wasn't he leading her away from the tree?
He probably was like,
wait. They don't.
Yeah, like
he did none of that.
He didn't.
You don't know that. He probably did.
That's what the scripture. The scripture says. The scripture doesn't say that. I'm just saying.
And then after that, he probably ate it. It was like, oh, ain't nothing happened to her. Shit, I might as well eat it too. Then. So that's his downfall. That's his only downfall. But
another part of that too, which I'm like, that would be so scary thinking about that. I feel like nobody likes snakes, like in and of itself. A talking snake. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
So that was something too when God condemned the snake. I believe, like I know that off rip, he commanded him like he wouldn't be able to talk no more. And then I feel like the other one was the hands and the feet or something like that. Like he was able to.
So biblically, I think it was a creature. The snake had hands and.
Yeah.
And then God cursed it to walk on its belly.
Belly. Yes, that's what it is. The belly.
Ew.
Sorry, I was supposed to bring my actual Bible, but I wasn't able to get it. So sorry. It's back home in St. Louis, so I've been using like digital versions. But yeah, like so that's what I think of too. As a kid, I used to be like, oh my God, like a talking, walking snake would be scary. Thank God she ate the apple. No, I'm just saying. That is kind of scary though. Yeah. That whole story though was really crazy though when I think about it. But
you own the Bible?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't think people like our age were on.
Well, I've been had some like family heirlooms and stuff. That's why I wanted.
Yeah, okay, so it wasn't yours, but it was just passed down.
I've gotten a couple. When I got baptized, I think I got a couple. Like people gift you with that. Yeah, like off rip. So it's not here with me in Kansas City, so I do need to get me one for the crib because it's probably in my mama's house. And my mom got one that like been passed down. Like that mug been through some things like that. If you see it. It looked like it might be the first Bible
might
made.
as well don't even touch it.
Yeah, like I'm scared to touch it. I'm gonna ask her if she still used it, but because like that, like it was falling apart back like 10 years ago. So it's an artifact probably right about now. But that'd be dope too. Like when you see something grow like that with you, like that's kind of dope. But the pages never mess up.
Oh yeah,
they be saying that the pages never mess up. Hey, I'm just saying. I don't know. This is sliding into, we talk about Adam and Eve, but this is sliding into alpha religion and more so just parents and having kids. Now, I mean, I thought this was great to mention because you of course have two little ones.
Yeah.
This
is my first time on this month.
Mark, do you have a kid? No, he's nothing. And then you might get a call tomorrow. I don't know. You have one.
Don't put that stress on him.
Right. Well, 3 of us in this room do not have kids. 2 do. So I would love your opinion especially because both of your kids are young, so they're not at the teenage stage. Like you still got to go through all that whole process. But I was seeing somebody just mentioning how they, I guess, disappointed their parents in something. It was some small, but just like when they grew up, their parents wanted them to do something and be something, and they're not doing it. But it made me think about just the fact of being a parent is very difficult and very hard. It's not an easy thing by any means. And then I also thought about the fact of no matter how well you parent your child, there is a chance that your child might very well grow up to but embarrass you. Like not on a crazy level, but like there is a chance that you like, I'm really instilling some real good stuff. And then your kid go off and just do something dumb. Like why would you move in with that boyfriend? Like dumb stuff, like life stuff that happens. But like you just feel like as a parent, like I just really raised you up and I never gave you this. So why are you acting like this? And I just feel like there's always a chance, no matter how well you're raised, that your kid could grow up to embarrass you. And that's the unfortunate truth. But since you all do have young kids, I doubt you guys' kids will grow up and embarrass you. But
probably will. I mean,
like, do y'all think about those? Do y'all think about those types of things?
Yeah, especially like I grew up in Riverview Gardens in St. Louis, so it's kind of rough. But it's like a couple of friends that I got who's I known their parents. Like I said, we went to the same elementary school, so I got to know their parents because I was friends with them. They was basically like my mom, and my mom never like beat me or anything. Like, but she always
get whoopings.
Never. People surprised by that. People surprised by that. But even then, without that, like I always was just respectful. Yeah. Like I was about my stuff, and they was too. And then some of them ended up some of them ended up in jail. Like it's just like I know from the outside looking in. Obviously, I was a young kid. I would see that my mom and they mom be like the same type of parent, right? But even along the way, the child is, as a parent, you can do all the things you try to do. Yeah, they gonna do something. Even now, my daughter's 3 years old. She be doing some dumb stuff, like off the wall stuff that you just scratch your head. You can't even yell at her. Just be like, hey,
you just gotta chunk it up. Like,
yeah, right, it is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, all you gotta do is just be the best parent that you are. Can be, yeah. Like,
what about you? What do you think about that?
So you're saying like to get embarrassed later on, right?
Well, yeah, and just like, what are your ideas of your kid growing up? Like, do you have a picture in your head of how you envision everything to go?
So I got a daughter, and that scared the hell out of me for later on. So like, a lot of people don't like it.
You feel like your karma coming?
Oh man, for sure, for sure. No, but like I want a homeschooler. Okay. So like that's one way that I'm gonna kind of keep an closer eye on her, rather because like the public school systems are getting out of hand because I feel like the kids are practically raising themselves in there, you know.
I mean, they fighting, at least in Kansas City, they fighting to even get investments on money and like technology. Like, I'm thinking they should already have it.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, that's fair because everybody just wants the best for their kids. Like, and I've been hearing more people talk about homeschooling, which I feel like is a good idea. Right. Because I only feel like that because for a couple years, not maybe the whole time, but I think that way because of education standpoint. Like they trying to take Black history, minority history, every type of history that's not white, Caucasian Americans out of the school book. So
I got something to say about that.
Yeah, I love your 2 cents. So I understand when people do it from a history perspective on making sure their kids know their upbringing and knowing like what's right and what's wrong from that perspective. That's how I feel. I've never been homeschooled, so I can't really say the experience of it. But
so with the homeschool stuff, it's like, yeah, you can homeschool, but at least my daughter, like, she has autism, so I want her to be able to like be around other kids. And the thing with like the teaching like Black history stuff, you can still do that at home. Like your kid comes home eventually. Like so, like schooling never stops, and that's what I feel like was wrong with a lot of the generation now. We don't teach at home too. So, because I mean, like
that's real.
What I be seeing on reels and stuff like on Instagram or TikTok, it'd be like a parent not knowing their child's schoolwork. So obviously they ain't gonna help them if they don't know it either. Which I mean, stuff is constantly changing, but still,
it is. The math is so different. It'd be like, oh nah.
It'd be like some simple stuff you can help your kid on. Like teaching don't stop at school. So
yeah, that's important.
Yeah, and you can homeschool at any time. Like
I think we should do both. Do a little homeschooling, but also send your kid to school because then we're all at different levels. Now your kid only knows what you know. And now they don't know anything because you only went so far. Now they can only go so far. You're limiting them a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't have kids, but
and it's also
I don't like that.
Yeah,
it's also a personable thing. Like if your kid is homeschooled, not saying that they would like, but how are they like
socially?
Yeah, socially.
That's always a question.
Like
they need to be socialized.
So, yeah, that's how we grow as a culture. A world.
Yeah, you gotta do that. Yeah.
Know people. Like one of my best friends from elementary school, kindergarten, was white. Like if I was homeschooled, probably wouldn't have no white friend. Like so, it's just a world builder, a culture builder. So
yeah, you know what that made me think of when you said you're a friend?
What?
I was thinking of Stan Gang.
Oh yeah, see, and like if I was homeschooled, I wouldn't have none of my homeboys. I wouldn't have y'all. Like. So, I mean,
that's another point too. I'll mention. I think that everybody should experience college. That's why I always tell people, like, when I ask younger kids this day and age what they doing. Now listen.
Yeah, I do the same. I think
you should experience it.
Yeah.
That don't mean you go and you be like, okay, I don't want to do it. This is not for me, and you stay to 4 years. If you realize it's not for you and it's really a problem and whatever, then go about and do something else.
Yeah.
I only say it from a perspective of, when I got to college, that's when I found what I wanted to do, and I ran into the right people. But I tried stuff. That was really how I felt like college is. It's experiment versus socially. Organization-wise, and of course, like, career-wise, like, you could be setting yourself up for what you'll be doing in the future. But that's how I view, like, you should at least experience college, because the dorm life, like, even the cafeteria, like, the social aspect of it, I think is important.
I agree. Even if you don't go
we
for
got
academics,
3 votes, and we got to hear this. Come on.
When at UKC, that's probably the one time I was, because high school and middle school, I had a whole bunch of friends, but I was still kept to myself. Came to UKC, I like grew into the person that I am now, and that's from y'all. That's from professors that actually cared.
Yeah,
and that was from networking with people that I strive to be, or I strive to live like, strive to be like. So, yes, if you don't know what you want to do, by all means, you don't have to go. But if you,
for record, didn't know what I wanted to do, but
but you had a gist of it. If you, some parents out here just sending their kids to college is just like,
go ahead,
good luck. Like, but
please.
So on the community level, I think it's great, because it's kind of just like a continuance of education,
the social community in that, those two things.
And it is like you get the freedom way more than in high school. You know, you're set to like your own responsibility, and like you basically move as you want. But the university level, you mentioned it being like a social experiment type thing. I think it's a social experiment with all the wrong elements for kids, because like we don't think about it. We probably think about it more now than we did then. But like at 18, you are a baby. You are a child.
Yeah.
And you're given the freedom to, like, you got drugs, you got alcohol, you got parties, and then like I think it's a dangerous place for women too, because like I went to Pitt and there was so much problems with like freaking drugging and molesting, and that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't want my daughter to go into that environment, you know? So like community is the alternative to that, in my opinion.
So you think it should be more set rules, like for like dorms and stuff? Like a curfew?
Like,
no, I think it's just like, it's literally all the elements that it's like, uncontrollable. You know, like that's why I don't think that university should even be a thing, to be honest with you.
Universities or community colleges, or just anything that's college, period?
No, I don't think universities. Like,
so staying on.
Like, I think all the stuff, like, for one, I went there for a year, and all of that shit was stuff that we learned in high school. So obviously it could be taught outside of that. You know what I mean? So if it was made to where the community colleges were the only ones, like, being the spot for getting that college degree, I think it would be a lot less problems
happening, because
people stay in their hometown, and I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with it. Like, there's going to be, it can be a lot. I know some schools that have strict, like HBCUs, be strict. Like, they can't do certain stuff. I remember when one of my people was telling, I forgot what school it was, but she was just like, I can't do this, I can't go there, it's a curfew. Hey, you can't see, we didn't have none of that. I mean, I don't remember our RAs telling us a restriction, like, or anything. So you can get out of control. Like, if that's, I mean, I don't feel like me or none of my people was like, none of us was like out of control people.
Was that Johnson?
So we never met at that. But if if your kid is already out of control, they definitely gonna probably go crazy at college, but they already probably out of control. So yeah, I mean, people be doing all type of stuff in school. So I mean, each level of life, there is a potential for things to go left, I feel like, too.
Yeah.
Some places more than others. Just like a college campus could be, if it's not strict or anything, or, you know, it could be crazy. Especially if your kid ain't got no discipline and they just exposed to stuff. So it can get a little dicey. On the other side, I feel like you do have to slowly but surely put yourself in that environment at your own pace. Because everybody different. Because there's certain stuff that I feel like I eventually got comfortable in that my other friends were cool with. I wasn't drinking in college for real. That wasn't for me. I grab a drink now, but like, and I'm happy I worked at that pace. Like, I didn't let everybody else influence be like, oh, let me be like, that wasn't me. I'm cool. I remember my 21st birthday, I was sober. Like,
tragic.
But that was because I threw a party and I wanted to make sure I could count the money and everything. Like,
respect.
Yeah, like I was making bread. Like, that was my first time I made like a little bit over than $1,000. I was like, hey, I'm finna start throwing parties. That was fun. That was in Westport. That was cool. But yeah, so I wasn't drinking. My mom was like, make sure you're ready. I'm like, girl, I don't even drink. Then I drink now. We'll be getting brunch this weekend. Keep that in mind. But yeah, like, you do have to do stuff at your own pace though. That's real, because
freshman year it was a bunch of vodka. That's
Sveka.
And
I remember the Sveka. That was so disgusting.
Yeah.
Ugh. At campus, I gotta have y'all back so we could talk about campus and just, the Playhouse memories that we were talking about at Asher's birthday party. All the other fun swinging times. The boots, people getting boots on their cars on campus.
I never got a boot.
I never got a boot.
Yeah.
I know someone who got a couple boots. Shout out to you,
just
babe.
Talking about that, like all the little small little things.
Even when I stopped paying for a parking pass, I knew where to park.
So you would be cool.
Yeah, like it'd be like.
I used to put my hazards on. That's what I used to do. I'm a hazard type of, like, I just pull up real quick.
Yeah, when I pull up to the calf, I knew to park in like a little corner.
So you ain't finna check that section.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, campus life was very interesting. So I really got to get y'all back so we could talk about that. Like, that was a time.
Yeah, crazy time.
Yeah,
KC.
Yeah, what a time. What a time to be alive. That literally, what a time to be alive, because that's when that dropped. 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Then Future came to the school.
Year, right?
Like, Future literally kicked off. I feel like that's all I was listening to freshman year. Future and Drake.
Yeah.
And really Future.
Yeah, what a time to be alive. You had Dirty Sprite 2. Yeah. Yeah, what was that? Honest right after that, yeah. Future was...
The music was crazy.
Yeah,
Stick Talk is still one of the songs that I think of. I think of Anisha when I hear Stick Talk. I think of Larry Lawrence friend with Stick Talk too. The Halloween parties we used to go to. I remember Alibaba's. Y'all remember Alibaba's?
Oh yeah, I still talk about that to this day.
Yeah,
I missed that.
I do remember them.
Like, we went there a couple times and then they closed down. That's when I first got a taste of Kansas City and they was doing the Dizzle in there. And I'm like, what? We all was like, what's going on? Like, they was in there going like this and making a stank face and we didn't know what they were doing. And it's like a hookah lounge / club. And Alibaba's, like, we like off like Armour, I think, by the U.S. Bank. We was so confused, like, what's happening? What's going on? So yeah, we got to get y'all back for another episode.
Yeah, Alibaba was... Every time it was me, Reggie, Phil, Chris, Justin, and the boys was off the straight Amsterdam. I was like, nah, I can't. That's when I stopped drinking vodka. After them a couple of times at Alibaba, I'm like, yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, that's another thing we got to talk about next episode. I got to get y'all on here so we could talk about I feel like my list of people that popsicle moment at y'all kickback.
Oh,
I tried,
shout out to my boy Nardo.
You got in trouble for that popsicle?
I'll never forget that.
Shout out to Raymond Fowler.
I'll see you soon, my boy.
Man, y'all was both at the wedding and it wasn't even nothing.
Oh, I don't know.
And LeBron moment.
I didn't know. I don't know what he looked like.
Man.
Yeah,
if he had a popsicle in his hand,
smack it out. Yeah, I know that. Put it back in the freezer right now.
Man, he caught you. That was the problem. He caught you.
I telling you, he saw. That's why I came to you. I told you.
He didn't see them. I'm telling you. I asked him. I was like, the other people stole popsicles. He was like, I didn't even see them. I saw her. I'm like,
capping, bro.
Because obviously
he was right there. What?
That's my homeboy. You my homegirl. Obviously, I'm about to get down.
What the Bible say? Adam was with her. He was right there with them.
Nah,
he just tried to turn a blind eye.
He probably wasn't even paying attention. He caught you though.
He was trying to be cool He was trying to be cool
for
with
what?
them.
For them?
Yes, the people the one who grabbed it. He was trying to be cool with her.
Nah, he caught you.
I'm you was caught. This.
You should have been like them. Should have been more sneaky.
I'm at my brother's house. I'm getting a popsicle.
And that's why I got down to the bottom of it. He said he didn't see them.
Okay. I'm thinking, who are you? This is my brother's house. Who are you? Anyways, I appreciate y'all both for taking the time. I ain't gonna take too much more of y'all time.
Hell yeah.
But y'all need to come back.
Oh, we will.
We got plenty of topics.
We'll see.
Dang.
So
just for that, next time you getting in the camera.
Right. Without her knowledge.
Yeah.
That'll really do it.
We ain't even gonna tell you that money's turned.
And then your footage is corrupted. Okay.
That's crazy. Well, this has been Off Air Hustle. I appreciate y'all both. Y'all want to tell the people bye? Talk to me. Not really. Give people y'all social media. I know you not.
Man, I'm married out the game. Don't nobody need to see my social media. I got kids on there. They cool. Yeah,
all right. I can respect.
Follow me at Deona Hustle.
Yeah.
On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, probably.
Type shit.
Yep. Type.
Whatever else y'all be on. TikTok.
That way.
MySpace. Hit me up on MySpace.
You got Bebo?
No.
Club Penguin. Black Planet.
Kick. Hit me up too.
Club Penguin is crazy.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, so let me read this before I go. This is the fall. This is after he ate. They ate. We're back to Adam and Eve, y'all. It says the fall. Okay, but it's just setting it up. Now the serpent was more crafty than any other beast of the field that the Lord God had made. See, already a little, I'm seeing a little shiesty, a little poo. He said to the woman, did God actually say y'all shall not eat of any tree of the garden? ? And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees in the garden. But God said, you shall not eat of the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden. Neither shall you touch it, lest you die.
She knew. See,
I never said she didn't know.
Like that thread. It was just a ploy for y'all not to take accountability. That's the one.
I never said that she did. Let me just keep reading this real quick. The serpent said to the woman, you will not surely die, for God knows that when you eat it, your eyes will be opened. He did tell her the truth. You will be like God. I don't know about that. Knowing good and evil. That's true. So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired to make on one wise, she took of its fruit and ate it. And she also gave some to her husband who was with her.
I also should take accountability.
I didn't say he wasn't at the store
with her, and guess what he did? He ate it.
Yeah.
Why would you part? Well, but
like I said, he probably saw that nothing happened to her.
Ain't nobody said that. Ain't nobody said
that. That whole thread of that girl, it was just basically another ploy of women not taking accountability. That was the one moment.
They both ate the fruit. Can we agree on that?
One moment in history where women was in the wrong, and I can't say nothing about it. But now people want to say.
But that's why that's part of why people say men are supposed to lead the wives. If you go by that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he did.
He didn't lead her.
Why she didn't eat the fruit before though?
Why he eat it after she give it to him?
Thank you.
That's what I said.
What he had been told.
I said that before. I was like, that's the only fault that he ate it too. But that's what I'm saying. He ate it because he saw nothing happen to her. So he was probably like, oh, I guess we could.
Oh, bet. Let me disobey God too. That's dumb. Two idiots don't make
the leader being the follower.
The leader. Okay. You're the leader of the family.
You're following me.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I guess. Yeah.
All right. Make sure y'all get y'all the Offer Hustle.
And
cups.
I got a shout out 314 Day. Shout out to St. Louis.
Well, it's always a shout out to St. Louis because this will air on Tuesday. So 314 Day
always a shout out.
But yeah. Shout out to 314 Day for sure. Big love to NSPN and then also Zoo Studios. See y'all next week for the Offer Hustle.